Hey everyone, welcome back. This is the video for practice number 2 for the week of March 30th through April 3rd. All right, let's take a look at number 1. So we are given triangle DEF, and they tell us all of their angle measures in terms of x, and they want to know which statement is true. So I see in number 3 and number 4 that they're comparing two different angle measures. So it'd probably be a good idea to start with finding x so that we can find some numbers for our angle measure. So let's go ahead and do that. So to find x, all we need to do is just add up all of the angle measures and just set it equal to 180. So we got 3x plus 5 plus 4x minus 15 plus 2x plus 10, and all of that equals 180 degrees. And now we add up all of our like terms, and that's 479x. And then we have plus 5, plus 10, and then minus 15. Well, that just cancels out. And then I have 180 left on the other side. So now divide by 9 on both sides, and we get x is equal to 20. All right, so I figured out x, but now I'm not done yet because I need to plug x back in for all of my angle measures. So it looks like the measure of angle D is going to be 3 times 20 plus 5, which gives us 65 degrees. That's 65. Measure of angle E is 4 times 20, and then minus 15. That gives us 65 again. So automatically right now, I know that this is an isosceles triangle because two of the angle measures match each other. But let's just figure out the last one. So the measure of angle F is going to be 2 times 20, and then add 10, and that gives us 50. So this is 50. All right, so let's look at our answer choices. So far, I'm just looking at number 3 and 4 because those are the only two that are comparing angle measures, and that's all I have right now. So number 3 says E is equal to F. And I see E is 65 and F is 50, so that one's gone. And then it says D is equal to F. Well, is D equal to F? Well, D is also 65 and F is 50, so number 4 is gone. Okay, so now in 1 and 2, they're asking for side length DF is equal to FE, and then in number 2, it's asking for side length DE is equal to FE. So now I need a picture. So let's go ahead and give myself a picture of what this looks like. And I'll just put D, E, and F over here. So we know that D is 65 and also E is 65, and then F is 50. So like I said earlier, this is an isosceles triangle because two of the angles match each other. And then the way the side lengths work is that the side lengths across from the equivalent angles, so across from E is DF. Well, that's going to be equivalent to the angle across from D, which is EF. So these two side lengths are congruent. Boom and boom. So that says DF is congruent to FE. And what choice is that? Well, that is choice number 1. All right. Mosey on down to number 2. Okay, and in the diagram below, we have triangle ABD, which is the big guy, and ABC is a ray right down here at the bottom. BE is perpendicular to AD. That's already drawn in for us with the right angle. And then what's not written in here is that the angle of EBD is congruent to angle CBD. So let's draw that guy in here. This guy is congruent to that guy. Okay. And also we are told that ABE is 52 degrees. 52 degrees, and we want to find the measure of D. So now we can attack this one of two ways. I'm going to think that I'm going to look at the big triangle ABD and try to figure out what angle B is, and then what angle A is, and then just do triangle sum theorem that way. Or you could also look at EBD. You can look at triangle EBD as well. If we look at triangle EBD, it looks like it's going to be a little bit simpler and a little bit faster to do. So I'm going to choose to do it that way just because if I look at the bigger triangle ABD, I would need to find another angle A to go along with the angle B. I would still need to find this little half a piece of angle B. And then to find A, I would need to do a second triangle sum theorem on this smaller triangle AEB. And then I would be able to do triangle sum theorem again on the bigger triangle to find angle D. Whereas if I just look at triangle EBD, I already know that angle E is a right triangle, so the only angle I need to find is this little angle B right here, and then I can go straight to triangle sum theorem to find my answer. So I'm going to choose to do it that way, so here we go. All right, so I need to find out angle B. Well, I see that this 52 degrees and this angle B and then this angle B down here, these two guys are congruent to each other. So I can set up an equation. I'm just going to call each of these guys Y because they are the same thing, but I don't know what they are. And so I don't get confused with my X variable. So I can say that 2 Y's plus 52, well, that makes a whole entire line, which equals 180 degrees. So there's my equation right there. I can say 2Y plus 52 is equal to 180 degrees. I subtract that 52 over, and I get 128. 128, and then I divide by the 2, and I get one of my y's. So 128 divided by 2 gives me 64. So each of these angles right here is 64 degrees. Okay, perfect. Now I'm set up. So now I can go straight to triangle sum theorem on triangle EBD to find my answer of angle D. So all I got to do is just do 180. So the measure of angle D is equal to 180 minus the sum of 90 for the right angle and 64, which we just found. If we add 90 and 64, what do we get? We get 154 minus 154. Subtract 154 from 180, and we get 26 degrees as our answer. All right, that's it for 1 and 2. Last, but certainly not least, number 3. What do we have here? Diagram below. We have that AB is parallel to DEF. So that's not drawn in for us, so let's just mark that. AB is parallel to DEF. Then we have AE and BD intersect at C, and the rest of our givens are already drawn in for us. And what the question is asking is, which statement is true? So again, this is one of those ones where we're just going to go through each one of these 1 through 4, each one of our answers, and just see which one is true. So for number 1, it says the measure of angle D, which is this guy down here, is going to be 28 degrees. All right, well, for that, we need to look at triangle DCE. We can figure out E because E and this 152, those are a linear pair with each other. So angle E is going to be 180 minus 152, which gives us 28. So this guy is 28. And the measure of angle D, actually, we don't even need to do that because I know that AB and DE are parallel to each other and they are cut by this transversal right here, DCB. Now angle B up here and angle D, those are opposite interior angles, aren't they? So therefore, this guy, angle D, must be 43 degrees, which automatically eliminates choice number 1. Okay, so now we're looking at choice 2, which is the measure of angle A is 43 degrees. All right, again, I'm going to use parallel lines cut by a transversal. A and DE. This time the transversal is ACE. So this 28 that I just found, well, it was actually good that I found it. And this angle right here, those are opposite interior angles. So angle A must be 28. And therefore that cancels out choice number 2. All right, choice 3, ACD, which is this angle right here on the outside of these triangles. ACD is 71 degrees. Well, if you notice, the angle that they said was 71 degrees, that's an exterior angle of triangle ABC. So I can use the exterior angle triangular theorem, which says that any exterior angle is equivalent to the sum of the two interior remote angles. So let's check to see if 28 plus 43 is equal to 71, and indeed it is. So this out here is 71 degrees. So right now, I think it's choice 3. I'm just going to go ahead and check choice 4 because some of these questions that we get, sometimes there are mistakes and there may be 2 answers when there only should be 1. So let's just check choice 4, which says that angle BCE, which is this outside one, is equivalent to 109 degrees. Well, we know that's not true because that angle and that angle right there are vertical angles and they are congruent to each other. So BCE is actually 71. So there are no mistakes in this one. Choice 4 is out. And our answer is number 3. Alrighty, thanks for joining. I hope this helped. And as always, be safe and be well. See you next time, guys.